So in 2 months, how many of you have really gone back and referred to the notes?
I have. I mean, not completely from day one till now, but I have. And what I've started doing is I take photos of my notes, so that because I can't carry the book everywhere, so I have started taking photos of my notes and I refer it.
Very nice.
What about the others?
Yes,
You're
I
going
do.
through?
Yeah.
Okay. What about Prashant?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So you'll have to start doing it. Kshitija?
Yeah, I have inculcated some things in the morning routine and some in the daily, but not all. I'm not referring to
Very
all
good.
of them.
So that's what I want to know now. In the next 5 minutes, I want you all to tell me what are the changes that you've seen? What have you applied? How is it helping your life?
Absolutely, absolutely. See, the idea of me doing this is only one, that it changes your life. If it is not going to happen, then it's not going to make us happy. The sole purpose of doing this group coaching is that all 4 of you, we should be able to produce that results in your life. The reason that you came here for. You came here with a very precise goal and outcome. And that's only possible if you're able to learn, apply, and then only will you get results.
So I'm not wanting to teach theory.
Theory is not, you don't
I'm
need,
wanting results in your life.
like
Right?
Kshitija said, no, that she doesn't need to join a university. She can get all the theory available today. But then the reason why we are doing this, that we are able to ensure that all 4 of your lives changes. That is what is going to give me, rather both of us, that happiness.
So tell me, what are the things that you've implemented? And some change you have seen in your career or in your life?
In your life, yeah. Let's start with whoever. Yeah, Sudesh.
So it has basically changed the quality of life, no doubt, because there were small things we were not paying attention to, probably starting from, just getting up and, energizing yourself. These are like very small things that we discussed, and it has helped. It's just that there's one thing that I'm currently stuck at, and like we discussed last time also about, so about the career move that I would like to take. So there with, I'm still stuck and I'm not able to decide. However, I try, I'm still not able to. So probably if you can guide me there, that would help. So that's one thing. Otherwise, everything is helping.
Right. So,
So Sudesh, my question is, have you progressed in these 2 months where you
Yes.
were 2 months back? You have progressed.
Yes, we
You're
have.
sure about it?
As an individual, we have progress. So where we were not confident what we were trying to do, now we are. It's not like we don't know what we are doing. Now we have put everything down on paper. We have rewritten our goals several times. So it is helping to take some
Good.
direction.
Very
It's
good.
not
That's
like
what I
it's
want.
not. Yeah.
Yes, Nina.
Hi. So yes, I have also the changes that I've made is in the morning, the audio thing that you've given, meditation. So I do that every morning. That really helps me to ground myself. And the other thing is, I just noticed right now when you asked the question that I have started to operate out of fear lesser and lesser. So now I mostly focus on things which I can do
very good.
and not things which can go wrong. So that I have done. And right, currently also I am working on the annual bonus cycle, right? So there are 10,000 things that can go wrong, but I try to focus on the fact that what is in my control, that I will do.
Wow.
That's all. Also, another fact is that I'm also looking at currently, so my new boss has indicated that she wants to career progress me, so give me a career progression at one level up. So I really want to work towards that. Last week I did the official kind of exercise to submit whatever things that I have done. So now that will be evaluated. So I really want to talk to you on those lines as well, because what feedback I got is that after this step there are certain development items that we'll identify and we'll have to work on So once that is proven that okay, those development items have been worked on, then it can be officially convert, like I can officially get that growth.
Right.
So yes.
So what do you
So
think
that's
has
something,
happened?
that is one of the options.
What do you think
That
has
is also
happened to
while
bring about this change?
So right now, I think the focus is more on how I can deliver more. I was first, before I was more there was more inhibition. I used to always think, I know things, but still I wouldn't be that, going all out on things. But right now it's like I just have to deliver. And the fact that there is so much of, responsibility right now that there's no time also to think what if things go wrong. But yeah, the thing is that, okay, I will deliver. My focus is on, I want to deliver. I will not wait for it to be perfect. I will deliver my best, and if there is any feedback, I will rework on it. So there is that openness uh, to first deliver rather than thinking what will the other person think. Okay, and also the belief that I'm good, I'm good enough. Okay, now the obviously from this part, my goal is to say that to start believing that I'm great. But right now, at least I've started believing that yes, I am delivering good work, quality work. I am a good addition to any team that I will join. So that is something I have started believing.
Right.
Wow.
So Sudeshna, the learning from two people, Prashant and Nina, today is what?
So I can't put it in words, but and I'll try. So focusing on what you really want first, and second, improving bit by bit.
Okay.
Is two
So
things.
you know what? When the change starts happening internally, the environment also supports. So Prashant, as a boss who's telling that what you're doing is at this age not enough. What about your future? So these are the paths, options you choose, what you want to move ahead with. Nina's boss is telling, let's work on your career progression with whatever changes that she's seeing in her. Which means what? That my seniors have started coming on their own and telling me, this is the path you can walk towards it. This is how my desire manifests in the environment. So it's important for you to reflect, what is amiss that this kind of support I am not receiving in my environment. I'm struggling, but I'm not receiving support from other people. They are not looking at my progression. They are just using me wherever it is required. So, Sudeshna, yahan zarorat hai ye kar lo, yahan zarorat hai ye kar lo, yahan zarorat hai ye kar lo. No one is telling me that you sit here, you're a great asset for this company. I want you to progress from here. Tell me what is there in your mind, or these are the options.
Very true.
So what needs to change for this kind of result to be manifested in my organization as well? And really looking at both the companies, both of them are working, and the company that you're working. Which one is bigger?
Bigger, it's bigger, but then so what I want to move, the issue is my boss is telling me to progress, but then he's telling me inside the bubble, and I want to get out of the bubble and take bigger leap. So be it bigger leap, but I want to take small steps. It's not like I don't want to, but I just need something that will help me to get into that. And now, since we last discussed, the issue is going from operations, backend HR to the core HR is a little difficult for me, because I have tried multiple interviews and everybody asks me, do you have experience in performance management or PIPs or coaching
Great.
management?
So that's exactly what I'm telling you, that Prashant is a EA to the MD. And he said that the kind of role that you've done at the age that you've done is fantastic, but I don't see you growing from here. This is your limit. Now you need to progress in these directions. And he's given 3 directions. That is not in this bubble. Right? From EA, they're asking him an option of HR or GM admin, or they're giving him an option of working in EXIM, that's export import management. So getting into much more technical role based on his education qualification, because he has an MBA finance. That has nothing to do what he's doing here. But he's got that kind of boss who's telling him that your talent is getting wasted here. This is where you can move ahead. Are you understanding?
So, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is there are two kinds of people living with two philosophy. The world is divided into philosophy. The majority of the people who believe in a philosophy is life is outside in. Okay, majority of the people, they believe in the philosophy, life is outside. Bahar sab badlega, tab meri zindagi badlegi. So all around me is responsible for my life. Majority of the people. There are very few people who believe in the philosophy, life is inside out. The moment inside, when I change, the entire environment starts functioning in my favor. Both have their own aspects. But the correct philosophy is life is inside out. That's the truth. It's not outside in. So if I want to change my life, the only thing I need to do is I need to believe in this philosophy. I need to come into this category of philosophy. If I make this my philosophy, then you will see what you want to see when you'll achieve what you want to achieve. Because even I was exactly like this 28 years back. Life is outside in. But the first thing my mentor taught me is this. Life is inside out. And the day I started believing in that philosophy, today I'm leading this great life. So I live so liberated. The reason is everything is in my hands. It's such a liberating feeling. Everything is in my hands. It's not in my boss' hand. It's not in my client's hand. It's in my life. It's in my hand. So to change my life, I don't need anybody. I can work on myself. And the more I'm changing myself, I'm seeing such amazing results in my life. Because life is inside out, not outside in. You do the shift, life changes.
So, from project management and execution to a role of consulting in a new company. Consulting generally goes to people who are working in brands like EY or McKinsey's or PwC.
Or who are highly qualified also.
Or they're coming from some B schools, right? But you've heard that experience of my client. She's just a BA. But she's got into a MNC in a consulting role. So no one checked with her whether she has an MBA, whether she doesn't have any experience in consulting. But she's gotten there, right? So it starts from me and then it manifests in the environment.
Absolutely.
So one thing which I want you to go through, Sudeshna, is really go through all the notes and think what is the change that needs to happen for me to get the results that I'm wanting. Of course, next session is going to be one-on-one, so we'll connect and we'll discuss that in details. But till then, you have time.
Yeah.
So you can work on this so that your thinking is done. Then it's all about discussing and having an action. Okay. One thing I can tell you, no education decides your career. No experience decides your career. It's only a desire and a determination that makes it happen.
Absolutely.
Otherwise,
how could I be coaching you? I was bloody a helper in a garment manufacturing machine, cleaning clothes, cleaning tables. How would I have reached here?
That's right. That's right.
It's all about inside. I started working on myself and life changed.
okay.
Okay, done.
Shiti, what are the changes that you experienced?
The 3 to 4 things that I've been following is the morning meditation, then the incantations, then like the self-talk. So the self-talk with myself and what I tell others. So these are the 4 things. And starting to change from certainty to growth. But of course that is, and then managing emotions, wherein from a practicing gratitude, like every night I read that the gratitude journal.
Wow.
So that abundance mindset, but of course the scarcity comes always because that's the first thing, but still trying to make that what last time also you shared that building confidence wherein you have to prepare ahead and still try nevertheless even if you fail. So trying to do these things as of now. So
Very good.
yes, and I feel that okay, I have been able to patiently or at least understand that I'm doing the negative self-talk. Then I stop and I say something new, and then I'm able to explain it to my family or the others, wherein I can ask what I'm wanting instead of just getting frustrated or irritated.
Very nice.
So I can so
You're
then
more
I can
aware of
get the
yourself.
understanding that okay, I'm able to convey better what I'm wanting instead of just throwing a fit or of anger or frustration. That's,
Great.
and
So-
also I think I find that like with this I'm able to be more focused, that I shared last time also, more focused and productive at least for the major part of the day. I feel I have been able
Wow.
Very nice. So today we are going to do another tool. And like we had studied 6 human needs, which is a very important thing. As long as you'll keep reflecting back and understanding that this is the need that is driving me, then how do you use good vehicles to fulfill those needs? That is something which we can work towards. But first, it's identifying your needs. So you all have gone through that exercise. You have written your needs. I want you to keep reflecting. So next time when we discuss, I want your conclusions that, this is what I did. It was stemming from this
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
Till you don't become aware and you don't understand, you'll not be able to change. So like we just explained through the example of Prashant, that all that exercise was done from one need. So all these pieces that we are teaching you, they're interconnected. They are not standalone things.
Yeah.
Though we teach you as standalone topics, they're all interconnected. So what means what? I'll have to work on everything in this 6 months to be able to bring that result, which I'm really desiring. Okay. So 6 human needs, like I told, that's the biggest piece of this entire thing. And that's why we do that in the beginning. If I understand myself and if I understand people around me, there's nothing greater required to influence or inspire someone. Right? So I want you to again go back this 1 week till we connect next. One is, of course, this decision making and doing those career choices when we connect the next time in one-on-one. And second, looking at your entire week. What is the need that is driving you? If you understand that, it'll be an amazing thing to really grow from there. Today, we'll try and understand some very important thing about us is how do we behave like this? What is internally working inside to make me do something which I've not even expressed to someone else, but I know what is going on inside, right? We're all aware what is the discussion happening in here, right? So today's tool is to understand that. And that is a set of some 12 questions. I'll want all of you to write those answers. And then we'll understand what does that mean? What does that answer mean? Okay. So my first question to all of you, I'll give you the alternatives. You'll have to choose the right alternative which is fitting you. Okay. First one, have you kept a New Year resolution where you weren't accountable to anyone? And the answers are, first, yes, I'm good at keeping New Year resolution, even the ones that no one knows but me. So if only I know about the resolutions, I'm still able to live with it or keep up to it. Second one is, I'm good at keeping resolutions, but I make them whenever the time seems right. I don't wait for New Year. So we all do this, right? I start this tomorrow or this date or my birthday or my New Year day. And we think about if I want to make the change a specific date. But the second option is saying I just do it whenever I feel it is the right time. I don't wait for such dates. Third option is I have trouble with that kind of resolution. So I'm not inclined to make one. When I'm only helping myself, I often struggle. So when it's about me and helping myself, it's very difficult. That's why I don't just keep resolutions, because I know I'm going to not live up to it. And the fourth one is, no, I hate to bind myself in any way. What's your answer? First, second, third, fourth. You can just write it down. We can discuss it later.
Can you repeat the options, please?
Nina, I couldn't hear you.
Options, please.
Nina, did you say something? All the options? Okay. So the first one is, yes, I'm good at keeping New Year resolutions, even the ones no one knows except me. The second one is, I'm good at keeping resolutions, but I make them whenever the time seems right. I don't wait for New Year or my birthday or any other date. The third one is, I have trouble with that kind of resolutions. Whenever I'm trying to help myself, I really struggle with it. And the fourth one is, no, I hate to bind myself in any way. So what's your answer? Everyone is done, then I can move ahead. Nina, you're done? Great. So the next one, which statement best describes your view about your commitment to yourself? Which statement best describes your view about your commitment to yourself? First one, I make a commitment to myself only if I'm convinced that it really makes good sense to do it. I'll repeat. I make a commitment to myself only if I'm convinced that it really makes good sense to do it. Second one, if someone else is holding me accountable for my commitments, I will meet them, but if no one knows except me, I will struggle. Okay? Third one, I bind myself as little as possible. And the fourth one, I take my commitments to myself as seriously as my commitment to other people. I take my commitment to myself as seriously as my commitment to other people. So first, second, third, fourth, whatever is your answer, you can write it down. And why was Sudeshna smiling, listening to the first option?
No. I just missed listening to first point, but then you repeated.
Okay.
I was like, I missed it.
Okay.
I was about to ask.
Okay. Okay. So the third one, is everyone okay with the answers? Can I move? Move on to the next?
Yes.
Okay. Third one, at times we feel frustrated by ourselves. It happens with everyone, right? So are you most likely to feel frustrated because the first option, my constant need for more information exhausts me. First one, my constant need for more information exhausts me. Second one, as soon as I'm expected to do something, I don't want to do it. As soon as I'm expected to do something, I don't want to do it. Third one, I can take time out for other people, but I can't take time out for myself. I can take time out for other people, but I can't take time out for myself. Fourth one, I can't take a break from my usual habits or violate the rules even if I want to. I can't break from my usual habits or violate the rules even if I want to. So please write the option first, second, third, fourth, which one is working for you? Can I go to the next one? Sudeshna, Neena. Next one. Prashant. Okay. Fourth one, when you have formed a healthy habit in the past, what helped you to stick to it? First option, I found it pretty easy to stick to good habits even when no one else cares. Second one, I did a lot of research.
Could you please repeat the first one?
Yeah, I found it pretty easy to stick to habits even when no one else cares about it. Second one, I did a lot of research and customization about why and how I can keep up that habit. I did a lot of research and customization about why and how I might keep up that habit. Third one, I could stick to a good habit only when I was answerable to someone else. I could stick to a good habit only when I'm answerable to someone else. Fourth one, usually I don't choose to bind myself in advance. Usually I don't choose to bind myself in advance. Done with the fourth one? Can I move ahead? Everyone? Okay, great. Fifth one. If people complain about your behavior, you would be least surprised to hear them say. If people complain about your behavior, you would be least surprised to hear them say, first one, you follow your good habits only that matter to you, even when it is inconvenient for someone else. You follow your good habits that matter only to you, even when it is inconvenient for others. Second one, you ask too many questions. You ask too many questions. Third one, you are good at taking time when others ask you to do something, but you are not good at taking time out for yourself. Fourth one, you only do what you want to do when you want to do it. You only do what you want to do when you want to do it. Sixth one, everyone's answered? Let's move on. Sixth one, which description suits you the best? Which description suits you the best? First one, put others, that could be clients, family members, neighbors, colleagues, friends first. So you're a person who puts others first. Second one, you're disciplined. So disciplined that you do it even when it doesn't make sense. Third one, you refuse to be bossed by others. You refuse to be bossed by others. And fourth one, ask necessary questions. Ask necessary questions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please write the answer. Okay, all of you have done this. Now the next few questions, there are three alternatives. Either you agree completely to the statement, or you completely disagree, or you're neutral. You either disagree, either you agree, or you're neutral. So you have to just write any of these options. Either you completely agree, or you completely disagree, or you're neutral to that statement. The first one, people get frustrated with me because if they ask me to do something, I am less likely to do it, even if that person is a boss or my client. People get frustrated with me because if they ask me to do something, I am less likely to do it. Agree, disagree, neutral. Done? Okay, next one. I do what I think. I do what I think makes the most sense according to my judgment. I do what I think makes the most sense according to my judgment, even if that means ignoring the rules or other people's expectation. If that means ignoring the rules or other people's expectation. You agree, you disagree, or you're neutral. The next one, that's the ninth one. Commitment to others. Commitment to others should never be broken, but commitment to myself can be broken. Commitment to others should never be broken, but commitment to myself can be broken. Agree, disagree, neutral. Tenth one. Sometimes I won't do something. Sometimes I won't do something I want to do. Sometimes I won't do something I want to do because someone else is asking me to do it. Agree, disagree, neutral. Eleventh one. I have sometimes described myself as people pleaser. I have sometimes described myself as people pleaser. Agree, disagree, neutral.
People pleaser, no?
Yes. Agree, disagree, neutral. The last one. I don't mind breaking rules. In fact, I often enjoy it. I don't mind breaking rules. In fact, I often enjoy it. Agree, disagree, neutral. Okay, have all of you written the answers? All the 12? Any query or any clarification that you need, or you're clear on all the 12?
Just on the second question too, which statement
Second one.
describes your commitment about your
Yes,
commitment
which
to
statement
others?
best describes your view about your commitment to yourself? Do you want the options or you're unclear on the question?
I'm a little confused on this.
Okay. So we all have some commitment to ourselves, right?
Yes.
So if these are your commitment to yourself, then which is the best way that this will describe you?
Okay.
So the first one is I make commitment to myself only if I'm convinced that it makes real good sense to do it. That's the kind of person you are, right? Or the second one, if someone else is holding me accountable for my commitments, I will meet them. But if no one else knows, I often struggle with my own commitments. So I decided I'll do this. No one knows about it. I'll not be able to do it. So I struggle. That's the second option. Third option is I bind myself as little as possible. So people don't enjoy commitments. They just want to live life freely. So you're that kind of a person. And the fourth option is I take my commitment as seriously as I'm making commitment to others. So what I've decided for myself, I'll do that also. What I've decided with others, I will fulfill that also. Okay, great.
Yes.
Anyone else? Any questions?
Yeah, the fourth question, could you just repeat that and the options? I just want to re-hear the options.
Ina, fourth one?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fourth one. When you have formed a healthy habit in the past, what helped you stick to it? What helped you stick to it? First, I find it pretty easy to stick to habits even when no one else knows about it or cares about it. That's the first option. Second option is I do a lot of research and customization. So if something I want to develop as a new habit, I do a lot of research, customize it to myself, and then do it. The third option is I could stick to a good habit only when I was answerable to someone else. So someone else held me accountable. That is why I could live up to that good habit. And fourth one, I usually don't bind myself in advance. I don't want any kind of restrictions. Clear, Nina? Okay, great. Everyone else is clear? So now what I want you to do is, I want you to send these answers to us on email. But before you write the answers, I want to explain what is this. So then you can rethink if the option what you chose was not correct. And if you're rethinking, I want you to put that as second answer, not the first one. So you will not put you'll put both the answers. For example, when you heard to the question, you gave answer as 1. So the first question, the answer is 1. Now, when I explain the framework, you say, no, 1 doesn't suit me, second one suits me. So you will write first 1 and then you will write 2. So I know you chose this, then you move to this. Is that okay?
Yes.
Everyone got it?
Yes.
Great. So what is this entire framework about? This framework is about a tendency within us to fulfill 2 kinds of expectations. One expectation is inside out. So all the expectations I have from me. All the expectations I have from me. And the other tendency is towards the expectation that others have from me. For example, in a family, this is what I want to achieve in my life. This is what I want to do in my life. And this is what others want me to do in life. How do I respond to both these expectations is what this test is all about. So my tendency towards my expectations from me and others' expectation from me. Are you clear on that? So there are 4 kinds of tendencies that people have. The first tendency is tendency of a upholder. First one is a tendency of a upholder. Who's an upholder? An upholder is a person who lives up to both the expectation. He doesn't have challenge anywhere. He'll rise above and he will do. So I'll keep fulfilling my expectations. I'll keep fulfilling others' expectation. For which whatever habits are required, rituals are required, discipline is required, I'll keep developing that. But I'll live up to all the expectations of me and others. That person is an upholder. Right? Second one is a questioner. Second one is a questioner. Who is this questioner? If you ask him to do something, he'll want to know the rhyme and reason, the logic behind it. Till he doesn't get the logic, the rationale behind that, he will not be able to live up to that commitment or expectations. So if you look at people, there is a project to be done, and this is what you are supposed to do. So there are some people, the minute it is told to them, they'll start applying and they'll go ahead. Some people will say, okay, but why should you do this? How will it benefit? What is going to change? Why will this happen? How will it bring improvement to the organization? They'll keep asking questions. And when they go get convincing answers, only then they will do it. Otherwise, they'll not do it. So, which means what? They're actually trying to fulfill others' expectations based on if I'm convinced. Correct? So, which means what? I'm just fulfilling my inner expectation, not outer expectation. That is a questioner. You're clear on this? Both of them, upholder and questioner. The third one is an obliger. Third one is an obliger. The minute someone is going to tell me to do something, I will do it. Whether it's my mother, it's my wife, it's my sister, it's my brother, it's my father, it's my husband, it's my boss, my colleague. The minute someone is telling me, do this, by default, internally, I feel committed to make that happen. So I'm living towards the expectation of others. But because of that, because I'm prioritizing that all the time, I fail to fulfill the commitment to myself. An example of an obliger would be, every day I know it's important to get up in the morning and do an exercise. But I can't do it because I can't live up to my commitments or my expectation from me. But I get married to a person who has a healthy habit. And he tells, if you don't get up and come with me, I'm not going to go and exercise. Let's do it together. Now, because that buddy is having an expectation from me, every day morning I'll get up and I'll do that exercise.
Yeah.
So I can fulfill someone else's expectation, but I can't fulfill my own expectation. That is an obliger. And the fourth category or the fourth tendency is rebel. Now the name suggests, what is this rebel all about? He cannot fulfill others' expectation. He cannot fulfill his own expectation. So rebel. Now from this framework, tell me, Prashant, which is the category that you belong?
I feel upholder.
You're upholder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Nina?
I can't hear you.
Surprisingly, from whatever I've answered, I am an obliger.
You're an obliger. Okay.
Okay.
Sudeshna?
I'm a mix of upholder and obliger.
Upholder and obliger. Which one is more?
Upholder is more, but some part is there of obliger.
Okay. Kshitija?
I feel rebel more and little bit of
Little bit of?
Little bit of rebel more, little bit of.
obliger.
Okay.
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 Yes, Prashant. Why do you feel you're an upholder? Give me an example.
No, if anybody, if from anybody external, be it family or be it anybody in my colleagues or be it my boss or anybody, if anybody has any expectations from me, them, I try to fulfill it. So outside in, I am committed. And yes, to a certain level, I always have my own expectations, which I try to fulfill myself for my satisfaction. Otherwise, I get disturbed. So I feel I'm on both ends.
Okay. Nina?
Because for me, the question, that one of the questions where we talk about habits and wherever, it is about me and I'm doing something for myself to form a habit, I notice a pattern that I drift away. And I've never had a buddy system, or never told anyone, about things which I'm doing for myself. So because of that, but I feel very bad or very disappointed in myself when I'm not able to fulfill what I have promised. So whatever commitments I make at work or with family, I feel it can be as simple as paying the bills on a particular day. So that is something. So for that, I really, I'm hard on myself or keep myself up to really high standards. But let's say if I say that I have to watch some educational videos particularly or something like that, and I might miss out on it. So it's okay.
Okay, great. Sudeshna?
Yeah, so as an upholder, I feel that whatever I want to do, if I can't do it, I get disturbed a lot. So I have to keep my commitment. Otherwise, throughout the day, I will feel something is missing, and I've done kind of sin. So it's like that for me. So that happens. And otherwise, few things where I feel I have to do it, but I don't know how to do it. That time I will need help of someone, and I will be dependent on those people to take me with them for some kind of activity, let's say. So it's like that. So I have both, like mixture of both the things.
So obliger and upholder, you're saying. So obliger
Yes.
is the person who fulfills other people's
Other
expectations.
people's expectations. So I have that zeal inside me, but then also other person also has the same thing, and that's when I take help from them to get it
No, I'm
fulfilled
not
for
asking you to
myself.
take help.
Hmm.
Obliger is
So
a person.
completely people pleaser is what
No,
you're saying, or
Okay, so I'll explain. So obliger means, for example, you've planned your Sunday tomorrow. This is what you want to do out of the day. And everything is done, planning is done, you're very excited, and your mother comes and says, Sudeshna, I want you to come with me tomorrow because this is what I need. What will you choose to do?
yeah, then I'm obliger. Because that happens most of the times. Yeah.
so you're an obliger.
Great. So we are all clear. Now I want you to write your answers and mail it to me. And when we discuss it next time in the one-on-one session, we'll go into more details. I'm sure Nina and Sudeshna both have understood it very clearly. You can look into these answers and send them. Your answers and your understanding. If it tallies, means you're at the right space. If it doesn't tally, which means the understanding has to be developed so that we can discuss in the one-on-one session, which will happen in the coming week. Could be Saturday.
Yes, certainly.
Yeah, it can be on Saturday.
Or either of the day. We'll just work it out. But
Since it's one-on-one, we can mutually decide.
we can
what is
mutually
convenient.
decide what is convenient, and we can do your one-on-one.
Is that okay?
Is that okay?
Yes.
So certain things which you'll have to do. One, look into all your notes and see what you have not applied or implemented and implement that. That's the first thing. Second, send us these answers which we just discussed today, mail it to us. And third thing is about the decision making of your career. Nina and Sudeshna both. You can send it to me. Sudeshna, if you've not understood the process, you can let me know. I can tell you that is the time I can make the YouTube public. You can go through it and then I can change the setting.
Absolutely.
But we need all this before the one-on-one session. Okay, great. Any questions or any queries?
I have one this thing request. If you can, whatever questions you dictated now, if you can just click a photo and put in our group of those pages, because if we have missed any questions or missed anything, then we can refer it.
So that we can discuss in the next session. I'm sending you the answer. We've heard to the questions. Send the answers. Next time we'll go through them together one-on-one, because thinking, understanding will be required, which means discussion will be required on the questions. So that is what we'll do the next time.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone?
Yeah. I had bad network, so I got dropped off. So the three things. See, one, I have to give that career decision like decision making, that one. Then we have to give the answers to these 12 questions. What is the third thing that we have to give?
Go through all your notes from the day 1 till today. What are you implementing and what was missing, what you have started implementing is what you can start doing. So we can discuss that in the one-on-one next time. And you'll constantly keep thinking of the 6 human needs.
Yes, that's very
What's
important.
driving you throughout the week. So that's something which we'll discuss the next time. Okay. So there is a lot which is going to happen on the one-on-one session next time. Please take time out and finish all of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Any other query? No. Okay, great. So all the best. Enjoy.
Bye
your
bye.
weekend.
Have a great weekend. See you
I
soon.
have a great weekend.
Bye bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye. Thanks.